Good morning, students. Today we are going to study lesson number 8, An Idle Ruler. Refer to textbook page number 33. Now we are going to study how Shivaji Maharaj had established Swaraj in Maharashtra by facing the powers, different powers. First, earlier, Maharashtra was under the control or domination of Adil Shahi, Siddhi, Portuguese, and Mughal powers. Shivaji Maharaj, therefore, he struggled against these powers and he was successful. He faced all difficult situations and he founded independent and sovereign Swaraj. He set up a good administration for this Swaraj and therefore he turned Swaraj into Surajya, means what? A kingdom that is made for the welfare of the people. In the conflict of founding of the Swaraj, he himself had to face many grave dangers. Let us remember events like the meeting with Afzal Khan, siege of Panala, the attack on Shaista Khan, escape from Agra, all involved a great amount of risk. Shivaji Maharaj emerged successful in all these events and he was not harmed at all. Now let us learn his organizational skill. Now Maharaj had many loyal people around him to work for the Swaraj. Therefore, he drew himself brave people who were extremely very loyal and honest. Now, some of his close friends performed their duty even by risking their own lives. For example, Jiva Mahala, who killed Bada Sayyid in a very critical moment during the meeting with Afzal Khan. Then we can remember Shiva Kashid, who crossed the siege of Panalgarh in disguise for Shivaji Maharaj. Baji Prabhu Deshpande, who blocked the advances of the enemy on the way to Vishalgarh. Then we can also remember Murar Baji Deshpande, who defended the fort of Purandan. Tanaji Malusre, who sacrificed his life while conquering Sinhgarh. Hiroji Farchand and Madari Maitre, they risked their lives during the escape of Maharaj in Agra. Therefore, we can say that Maharaj also took very great care of his associates. For example, Kanhoji Jede, he was been associated or he was been with Maharaj from the work of Swaraj from the very beginning. But as the age came up, Kanhoji fell ill. But Maharaj told him that he should not neglect his health. He should take care of himself by taking regular medicines and treatment. Then we are going to study of caring for the right. While establishing Swaraj, Maharaj had to constantly struggle against his enemies. So what used to happen? The subjects or the people used to suffer during the enemy attack. At such times, Maharaj used to take a lot of care of his right. At the time of Shaista Khan's campaign, Maharaj had warned the Deshmukhs of Rohida Valley that they should not fail in their duty to protect the people. He told the Deshmukhs to visit every village and shift the people to a safe place down the ghats. And he told to obey his orders very strictly. And if the people would suffer any casualties or the Mughals army would take the people as a prisoner, then it would be seen as the Deshmukh's fault. Maharaj also saw that its soldier did not any way cause any harm to the right. Policy regarding the army. Now Maharaj he had maintained very strict discipline in the army. Also, he used to pay the salary to the army people in time. Then it was made in cash. Now we can see that in other kingdoms during that time the payment to the soldiers was done in the form of jahagirs, but Maharaj did not accept this practice. There was a strict order to the army also that they should, if any valuable is been collected during the campaign in enemy's territory, that should be deposited with the government. Soldiers were also honored for their bravery in the campaign. Then he looked after the maintenance of the families of the soldiers who died in the battle. He took care of the wounded soldiers also and treated the enemy soldiers also very well, or who had surrendered themselves or who had been captured. Now let us learn, do you know? If suppose a war was been broke out during the period of sowing, growing, reaping of the crops, there would be lot of loss to the farmers. Therefore, it would not only affect the movement of the army, interfere with the working of sowings, but the soldiers would also what they would do? They would cut and take away the standing crops, or what they used to do? They would destroy them. Therefore, Shivaji Maharaj has ordered his officers not to do all these things. Now, the letter written by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in 1674 CE to his military officers is very important in this regard. In that, it shows that how minutely Shivaji Maharaj used to think about the discipline in the army. What is written in this letter? Let us read. If you harass and trouble the subjects belonging to different caste by robbing them of their grains, fodder, grass, vegetable, etc., and if the subjects or the people would leave their house and migrate elsewhere, what would happen? Many would die due to starvation. Then it would be as if you are more atrocious, wicked than the Mughals. There would be great uproar. Now let us learn the policy of tolerance. Now Maharaj had to struggle against his enemies like Adil Shah, Mughals and Siddhis. Now all these three were Islamic powers. While Maharaj used to struggle against them, he considered the Muslims in the Swaraj as his own subjects. We can remember, like at the time of the meeting with Afzal Khan, Siddhi Ibrahim was a trusted servant in his army. Then Siddhi Hilal was a Sardar in army of Maharaj. Daulat Khan was an important officer in the navy of the Swaraj. So we can see that they were also all from Islam. Maharaj followed a very tolerant religious policies. In the enemy's territories, if he conquered, what he used to do, he used to continue the facilities that would be given to the Muslim places of worship. The contemporary historian Kafi Khan, he writes about the religious policy of Maharaj. Shivaji had given a strict order to his soldiers that if during the campaign they should not harm any mosque, and if they came across to any copy of the Holy Quran, they should hand over the same to a Muslim with a great respect. The inspiration for freedom. Now Maharaj, he himself established Swaraj and he gained a special value of freedom. He aimed others also by establishing and maintaining an independent and sovereign existence, and he did not accept any dominance of any other power. While struggling against the foreign powers, Maharaj, what he did? He inspired the others also for having a freedom. When Chhatrasal, who was at the service of the Mughals, he came to see Maharaj. Maharaj inspired him to create an independent kingdom in Budelkhand. Now let us learn about the greatness of Maharaj's work. Maharaj had established Swaraj while fighting against many enemies. Therefore, he was a pioneer of the new era. And besides his action, many other noble qualities were found in his personality. Now, let us learn about his personality. Maharaj was very intelligent. He knew many arts. He was conversant with many languages and script. The teachings of his parents towards the establishment of Swaraj and ethics were deeply instilled in his mind. Then there was a blend of character and strength, nobility, good work, and valor, bravery in his personalities. He had many qualities. Innumerable means what? Many qualities like leadership, management, foresight, political diplomacy, effective policy about regional and military administration, commitment to truth and justice, attitude of equality, visualization of what? Future activities, then skill of seeing his planned ventures through rising over the calamities or difficulties without giving up. He was also alert and vigilance and so on. These were the qualities of Maharaj. Now he used to punish the people who would misbehave with the women, and he used to take lot of care of the people belonging to any society like farmers, craftsmen, soldiers, traders, merchants, etc. He used to give same respect for the people from other religion and the people of his own religion without any discrimination. Therefore we can say that he brought swadharma, that is called as their original religion. Persons who had converted into another religion, though there was a opposition to such a conversion at that particular moment, he brought them into the original religion and made them to see that they follow the Hinduism. So at that time there was a opposition on religious grounds to crossing the seas, but still what he did, he built seaforts like Sindhudurg and created a navy. Why? To fight against the army people or the enemies. This means that he had made preparation to fight or attack the foreign invasions that came from sea. Therefore, we can say that he was the ruler of Swaraj. Officially through his coronation, and from the second coronation, a different religious perspective. So all what this shows, it shows that his revolutionary aspects in the field of religion. Now, when there were threats to Swaraj, he used to face them very bravely with his associates or without his associates, even though his associates were ready to sacrifice their life for Swaraj. Of course, his greatness was not confined to the quality of facing calamities bravely and fiercely. He just wanted to establish Swaraj efficient way. Therefore, he had given orders to his soldiers that the soldiers should not take vegetables from the fields of the peasants or the farmers by force. There was also restrictions on the cutting of trees, which was being enforced by him. That is also taken into the note. Now he had ordered that the garbage on the fort should be burnt in a allotted place without dumping it elsewhere. And what we should do, vegetables should be grown on this particular ash. So we can see that Maharaj paid a very close attention to the very small details or minute detail also while establishing Swaraj. So we can say that he was not just a warrior, but he was also a sculptor who created a new, independent, ethical, and cultural society. So his greatness is comprehensive, means it includes everything. In a national movement, Maharaj was a great source of inspiration. Now we can see that in the struggle of equality, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule described in his Pauda the greatness of Shivaji Maharaj. Then Lokmanya Tilak also, during the freedom struggle, what he did, he brought the national awakening through the medium of Shiv Jayanti celebration. Then Lala Lajpat Rai had written in his book about the greatness of Maharaj. Then the Tamil poet Subramaniam Bharati, he had written a poem about a imaginary incident in which Shivaji Maharaj talks about his associates. Then Vishwakavi Ramindranath Tagore, he had written a long poem on Maharaj. Now Tagore, he saw that the Swaraj as a efforts for a noble cause. Then Sir Jadunath Sarkar, he praised about Shivaji Maharaj in his book Shivaji and His Times. Then we can also see Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has said that Maharaj did not belong only to Maharashtra, but he belonged to the whole Indian nation. He was a symbol of many virtues, more especially of love of countries. So we can see that Shivaji Maharaj has been described in all the Indian languages as an ideal ruler and a source of inspiration. Will continue to look upon the work of Shivaji Maharaj of founding the Swaraj, and very important, turning into Surajya, a source of inspiration as an idol. Therefore, Shivaji Maharaj is known as a great national hero. I hope you must have understood this lesson. Today's assignment is to read this lesson. If you have any query, kindly contact